what we're going to do today is learn how to wet sand and polish a set of headlights so that they look new without buying the expensive kits. So this is the one we're going to polish. As you can see, there's definitely some pitting, corrosion, that kind of stuff on it. And this is a much clearer version of one. So what we need to use to wet sand these headlights and bring out the shine to them is some wet dry sandpaper. Wet dry sandpaper needs to be soaked in water, and then you'll actually add some soap to that, so that way it really impregnates and gives some lubrication when you're sanding down on the headlights. We're going to start with some 3M 1000 grit sandpaper. These headlights aren't too bad, so you can start this high. I've seen people start as low as 400, work to an 800 grit, and then start with the 1000. After the 1000, we're going to jump straight to 2000 grit sandpaper. Again, another wet dry sandpaper. These are going to be soaked in a bowl of soapy water. As you can see here, you're going to tear off a couple pieces. Make sure you let them soak before you use them on the headlights, as it's important that they kind of get moist and are going to be able to work on the headlights correctly. I use some standard dish soap. Just put some water in, pour the soap in a second so you don't get all the bubbles, and then to finish off the headlights, we're going to use some Meguires PlasticX. It's a clear plastic cleaner as well as a polisher, so it's really going to bring out the shine after we smooth out the headlights. The idea behind wet sanding headlights is that you're taking off all of the pitting and the yellowing to the surface on the clear lens, as behind the surface it's actually still clear. It's just road hazard, salt, things like that end up yellowing headlights. So we're going to go ahead and start on the first headlight, and we'll see how it comes out. So here's a view of the headlight. See the corrosion, kind of the pitting that's in there. This is what we're going to clean off and really make it look a whole lot nicer. So what we're going to do here is go ahead and first start by taking a paper towel. I want to get this soap moist. This is going to make a little bit of a mess, but don't really worry about it. We're going to take that and just make sure that we wet the surface before we start sanding. It's real important that it's wet, so we keep from really scuffing up too much of the plastic. If it gets too scuffed up, then it's going to be real hard to clean up afterwards. So we're going to go ahead and start with a 1000 grit sandpaper. Like I said, on these we really only need to start there. Now the trick with this is you want to make sure you go in straight fashion. You absolutely do not want to use circular motions, as you'll really lay in the pattern of just moving your hand in a circle on the plastic. It's going to be real hard to get out and basically make it smooth. We're applying moderate pressure to this, and you'll get to this point and you'll see that there's not too much water on here, so let's go ahead and add some more soapy water. Always wanting to make sure that it's nice and lubricated properly. But it does make you a little nervous. Let's go ahead and show you. This is real scratched up now. That's okay, we're going to clear that out, but don't be surprised if you get this. So let's go ahead and add some more water to it. let's wipe this off. See what we got going on underneath here. As you can see, this really is getting scratched up. You can actually see the parts that are a little higher than the others. That's okay. Again, this is really not a concern. I mean, it does come out looking like this at first. It does worry you a little bit, but let's go ahead and now it's time to step up to 2000 grit. So with the 2000 grit sandpaper, what you're doing is you're basically sanding off the scratches and the gouges that the 1000 grit sandpaper left behind. And this is just taking very little bit of plastic off of the lens, which is how you're getting the additional clarity. So go ahead and start with the 2000 grit, which is what we have right here. 2000 written on there. Now you'll notice when you're using the different grits that the 2000 grit is going to feel a lot smoother, make a little less noise. This is expected because it's much, much finer. Let's go ahead and see how this ends up coming out. As you can see here, it's still got that real glazed, almost scary look to it. But if you look on the corners, you'll see that you can actually see through it a bit more than you could before. So let's wet sand a little more, then we'll switch to polish, and it'll come out very nicely. This up here, best we can. So that's where you are. You can see through it more, it's still scratched up. This is where the plastic polish is going to come in. Alright, now that you've waited a few minutes for the headlight to dry, we're going to go ahead and take the PlasticX, the Meguires here, and go ahead and apply some of it. I've got 2 small rags that we're going to use for this. Just want to go ahead and put some PlasticX on the rag, and like anything else, just rub it in. And this is really what's going to give the headlight some shine here. getting much better. Now you can make quick work of this by using a mechanical polisher, a power tool. But on something this small and when it's off the car, it's a lot easier sometimes to just do this by hand. This is really how you're going to get the shine out of the headlight. You're not going to get that from the wet sanding. If you jumped up to a 2500 grit, after the 2000 you'd have less polishing to do. But I opted not to purchase the 2500 grit sandpaper, as with enough elbow grease you can get it out using polish. See here, we're getting to much better shape. Starting to look nice. This, mind you, is a brand new cloth. No polish on this. Okay. So that's really coming out nicely there. What I'm now going to do is go ahead and step back to that 2000 grit we were using before and sand some more away. I think that's going to help this come out even nicer. So, just like before, use some soapy water here, find the 2000 grit sandpaper. Clearer than before. Still got the cloudiness because we just scratched it up again with some 2000 grit sandpaper. But overall, it's going to come out now. After letting the headlight dry off here, we'll go ahead and polish again. Put a strip of Meguires PlasticX back on there, and go ahead and see what we can do here. Okay, so looks real nice, good shape, good color, everything's good to go. Let's go ahead and take a look at both of these. In real nice shape, they look shiny, clean, much better than the way they were before. This is also going to help you be able to see a little better on the road, and certainly make the car look a heck of a lot nicer. So you can see from back here, I mean, they really do look nice. Alright, thanks for watching. I hope this helps you out, and if you have any questions or whatnot, feel free to subscribe and leave comments. Thank you.